Hello everyone, today we're going to get started and we're going to make homemade, organic, fresh milled, yeasted donuts. We're going to use our mill and we're also going to use my Ankersom over here, Ankersom, however you say it. So we're going to make them for tonight for a sweet treat. They don't know that I'm making them, but I just decided I was going to make them. So we're going to try some glazed donuts and some cinnamon sugar donuts for the first time. So let's get started and gram out our berries. We need Kamut berries and we also need hard white berries. So we're gonna need 320 of hard white. So we're gonna gram out 320. So I'll turn this around so you guys can see it and bring it down more. Okay, there you go. So we're gonna do, we gotta gram it out as usual. Okay, so what did I say? We needed 320 of hard white. So get 320 in here. It says we can make 12 donuts or more, so we'll see how many we can make. Went over a little bit. I'll take some out and we'll put it back in here. 321, that's good to go. We'll just use that. Now we're going to tear it out, which means zero it out and start again with our Kamut right on top, which is 90 grams. 90 grams. These ones won't be able to grab out so easily. Let me keep an eye on this. They're bigger berries, but harder to grab out. So we want 90 of them. There we go, 90. That was perfect. So let me grab my bowl over here. And we will turn on the mill, put these in here and get started. I'll get back with you all when we're done milling. We have our wheat berries all milled up right here in the bowl. We're just going to set them down and I'm going to gather up all of the ingredients we need to go over to there. But this is where we need to be to roll out our donuts and stuff, but we'll go over to my mixer over there and we'll get back with you. Okay everyone, before we go over to the mixer, we have to add some things to our dry ingredients and we have to make a wet ingredient and put it in here in my Revel over here to warm it up for a little bit. We got to warm up the milk. Who wants warm milk? So we'll do our dry ingredients now, which is it says we need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is baking soda. And then we need a teaspoon of salt. This is a half, so we'll do 2 of these. 1, 2. We're gonna mix this up. Get this incorporated. Then over here, it says we need a 1/2 cup of water and a 1/2 cup of milk. So we're gonna add our water, and then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of milk, and we're gonna warm that up like it says to. So I'm gonna put those together and warm this up for a few minutes. I'm just gonna put it on reheat. It takes a bit, so maybe for about 8 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know. We'll check it. It has to be warm. So we'll put our milk away. So while we're waiting for that to get done, I'll read some more instructions and we'll get back with you. All right, so it's all warmed up, so I'm gonna grab it out of here and bring it over to our area. And I will get you guys over here to the next step. We want to get this together over here because we're making a dough. And it says to put in the warm milk and the water in the bowl. I'm going to do that along with our sugar and our egg. So I have a half a cup of sugar right here. So half a cup. Then we're going to add our 1 egg. And it says to give that a mix. I want to make sure this is not on high because my granddaughter loves messing with it and it was on high. So we're just going to turn it on to break up the sugar and the egg. Kind of mixing it all together. I'm going to turn that off. Then it says to add your flour mixture to the bowl. So we're going to add that. And we're going to mix it. Until it gets incorporated. Turn it off and read the next direction. It says to mix until it incorporated until there's none left and let it set for 15 minutes. So we're going to let it set for 15 minutes and let it get all incorporated. You know, we have to, what you call it is autolyzing. So that's what we're doing. And then after we come back, we're gonna put the butter in there and let that mix in, and then we're gonna get ready to make the dough. So we'll let it autolyze for 15 minutes and I'll get back with you. Now that it's been 15 minutes, which is, you know, 15 minutes your time, but not my time. It takes a little bit of time. So we got 2 teaspoons of instant yeast we need to put in here. So we're doing that. I'm going to incorporate that, turn it on, and mix this in really quick because we have to add our butter, and then we're going to start the kneading process. It says to add the butter a tablespoon at a time. So I'm just going to put it in there. Not on the top of the thing. I'm just going to put it in there in the mixture. A tablespoon at a time. Which is 1/4 cup of butter. Incorporate that into our dough. And this is softened butter, not hard butter. It will not roll into it. Just kind of putting it on the dough down there. Alright. Now I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can kind of see what's going on down here. A little bit more closer, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna turn this up a little. We want it to get to a dough ball. Right now it's not doing that, but it will. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more flour or be patient with it until it gets to that stage. Turn it up a little bit faster. Might have to scrape the bowl down. sometimes when I mess with it, both of them at the same time like this, they start getting gathered together. I think I'm gonna stop and scrape the bowl down. So let me get a spatula. This is a spatula that comes with it. We'll just use it. And I may have to add a little bit of flour, mill up just a tad more until it gathers together, because we all know how dough is with different temperatures. And it's quite cold. It's just not coming together. There's some butter up there. Got wound up inside of there. So I may have to mill up a little bit more just to get it going. Sometimes I have to do that. Let me check here. Actually, I'm going to stop it and mill up some more until it becomes a dough ball, because right now it's not. So I will come back after I mill up a few and shake some in there. Build up a little extra here, so I'm going to turn it on, shake it in, and watch it and see how it reacts to it. Because we want it to clear the bowl and not be stuck to the bowl and start the kneading process. And it's still a lot on the bowl. It's a little bit sticky, so I'm going to add a little bit more. You can see how it changes when I add more. Sometimes you need to add more. It's either more liquid or more flour. Like I said, the weather has a lot to do with it. I see a lot of people using this ink or something. The dough is like rolling around and not getting the way it's supposed to knead it. I'm not putting a lot in, I'm just doing little shakes. And I want to be able to clear it, the bowl, and the spatula. Let me move it and lock it in place right here and see what happens when I lock it. It's almost there. I'm going to shake just a little bit more. I can still move the roller to incorporate it both ways. I really like this bowl. There we go. Just need to get all that knocked down up there on the side, back side. There. You see the difference now? How it's starting to go around the roller. That's locked in place. Now it's acting like a hand kneader. So I'm just going to bump this up to 12 minutes. So we're going to knead it for 12 minutes and check it. And remember, we want that window pane look. So I come over here sometimes and mess with the, get it scraped off the side of the bowl. It's starting to work really well. It's doing like what I want it to do. I get across here. There we go. All right, I will leave it and do its thing, and it'll be 12 minutes, so we'll come back when the 12 minutes are up. So we're gonna wash our dishes over here. I'll open up the window and let you see what happened here in Michigan. We've been getting snow, not much, not enough to stick. So I'm just gonna clean up these dishes. We can start fresh again with our other meal out here that we have to cook later today for dinner. I think I'm gonna have barbecue chicken with maybe roasted potatoes and a vegetable. We're just washing these up. I don't know if you guys like watching me wash the dishes, but our time where we can talk when we have some extra time to do things. So I decided to make these donuts for our growth group for church today. I hope they like them. I may do them all glazed, or I might do some cinnamon sugar too. So we will see how it works out. We got our bowls all washed up. They didn't get too dirty. There's some dough on there. And yes, my sourdough turned out great. I actually had a piece of it today and it tasted really, really good. I can show you. I've got it packaged up in a bag already. So it's over here, all made, and I took a piece out of it. That's why it's cut. It tastes delicious. I'll probably end up making another one tonight for tomorrow because they're so good. You can freeze them and put them in the freezer if you want to save them, or I'll just, if I see anybody, or maybe I'll give one to somebody. So yeah, so there's all our dishes all cleaned up, and I'll bring it back over to the mixer and we'll see how our dough looks. Dough's looking good. We have about, I don't know, 6 minutes, 7 minutes left. It's looking great. I don't know if you can see how it's rolling through the roller. That means it's hand kneading. It crashes up against this scraper and it goes through the roller there, and it rolls, and it mimics me hand kneading it, which I really like this mixer, as it cuts down on a lot of time for me to hand mix it. It works really good, and the dough's looking good. How we adjusted the flour, it looks great. So I will come back when it's all done, and I'll show you what the next process is, which is really, we have to scrape it all out and put some oil on it and let it rise for an hour, but I can show you that when we get to that time. So I wanted to show you the dough right now as when the time is not up yet. See how when I stretch out the dough, it still wants to tear? That's why we have to let it go the full time. We don't want it to tear. And it's still kind of tacky. So just gonna put that back in there and mix it in. Try to get all that off the scraper. There we go. It's running through the scraper on the wall of the mixer and going. So it's looking good. It's starting to stay together. We'll check it when it stops. So I'll come back. Now that's finishing up, I wanted to show you guys something. I ended up ordering a home barista because I drink a lot of kombucha and I spend a lot of money on it. So I ordered the starter kit, which is on sale right now. I was able to get it for about $150 because I added some mix-ins. So when that comes in the mail, I will do an unboxing and show you how to home brew your kombucha. And it's all organic. I looked at all the ingredients. Everything is organic. I wanted to make for sure that it was all organic. And I'm very, very excited about having my own brewing station for kombucha at home. Here are some pictures of it. It says it's less than 2 grams of sugar per glass. There's some of the stuff that comes with it. And it's got an app, its own app, and it tells you how to do everything. So I'm excited because I do spend a lot of money on kombucha, buying it at home or buying it at the stores. So I hope that this turns out and works really well for me. It says it takes less than 10 minutes to brew some kombucha, but you have to wait a few days before it ferments, before you can drink it. But it looks like it might be a really good thing, so I ordered it today. So when it comes in the mail, we will try it out and I'll show you unboxing and get started. See, I was able to, your Thanksgiving deal right now is half off, which is a better deal to buy it now than at full price. I've been checking it out and reading all about it and was excited about it, so I went for it and ordered it today. So there's our dough. It just clicked off, so I'll bring you over there. So hold on a sec. I'll turn this on, grab a piece because it probably still needs to knead. I'll roll up my sleeves, grab a piece of it. It's less tacky, so it may be ready. And it went for 12 minutes. That's on my timer, is 12 minutes on my Anchorstone. It's not. You know what? It probably is ready. It's a little tearing right there. I will give it a few more minutes. I did put the timer back on for a few more minutes. I don't want to overdo it. I just want it to enough. So we do it for a couple more minutes. And then I'll check it. Get a bigger piece. Maybe getting a bigger piece would be better. So I'll just knead it in my hand. Move it around. It's less sticky. That's good. Pull it out. We want that window pane. You know, I've been telling you about that window pane. Try to stretch it out here. I think it's pretty much ready. You almost can see through it. Try not to pull it really hard because you can tear it if you pull it really hard. Got a little tear. I'll wait. It's still tearing. I'll give it 4 more minutes. I just put the timer on 4 more minutes, so I'll get back when it's done. And we're gonna check it one last time. I really think it's ready now. Kind of pull it through here. It's a little tearing, but you know, I think it's okay. It'll be okay. See? So I'm gonna pull this out. I can kind of hand knead it here. I'm gonna set it over here on the cover for now for a sec. I'll pull this off. Get this extra dough over here. Off from it. Take the roller out. Ugh, my hands are all greasy. No. There we go. Take it out. Pull that over there. I'll give that a wash. And put a little bit of oil in here. Because we don't want it to stick. And we're going to wait for it to double in size. So I'm going to put it back here. I got a nice little bowl here going. Rub it around in here. And we'll put the lid on and let it double in size. So it says an hour, so I'll set a timer for an hour and we'll come back with you. All right, guys, so we have our dough over here, all risen. I'm gonna grab it out and bring it over here. And I will turn you guys around so you can see what we're doing over here. So we're gonna roll out our dough on this lined mat. It says to roll it out to, let's see. I don't know, like, what's it say? 1/2 inch thick. So we want to roll it out to a 1/2 inch thick. Now let's see how many we can get out of here. I have the oil over there heating up. I don't know how big a 1/2 inch thick is, but I'll just judge it here. So I have a parchment lined paper right here. We'll put our donuts on that are all cut out, ready to go. I have a donut cutter. So, well, sorry, I'm getting an itch in my nose. So we'll end up having donut holes too. So I'm just gonna cut these out like this, all around. It says we can get like 12. We may be able to get more than 12. take all this off. That one didn't get cut all the way through. Gotta turn them more to get them cut all the way through. Take our donut hole out, and we'll just put them right on the parchment paper, lined paper right there. I did not cut these very good. There we go. I guess I was afraid to mess up the mat. I'm gonna put our donut holes right here. We'll do those last. Yeah, definitely push hard when you got it on the mat here. You could make them yourself without the donut cutter, but I think it's just a little bit easier to do that. Do it this way. We're getting that oil over there fried, ready to fry these donuts. Says you want them fried on both sides until they're golden brown. I'm sure these will puff up, so let's see. We already have 9, 10, 11. We're gonna have more than what it says. We'll have a lot of donuts to share with. Oh, I'll redo that one. Sounds like it's popping over there, ready for us. There's 12. Roll up this dough again. I'm just gonna let this set right here. Oh, we'll fill up the pan. I'll roll out some more and we'll fill up the pan over here. I'm just worried that it's going to be popping too much over there. Roll this out again. And remember to push down hard this time. They're just really hard to cut with this cutter. These little dough balls over here. These little donut holes are in my way. Let me move them out of the way. Here, let's roll this out. Go. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, seeing how it's popping over here at a medium. All right, let's cut some more out. Yes, there we go. That's way better. Those are a little bit thicker. I guess that will be okay. Let's see what we like, thinner donuts or thicker donuts better. All right, I'm gonna leave those there. We probably can do a few more with this dough, extra dough right here. I'll just let it set for now. And I will bring you guys over to the fryer. Over here, we're at the fryer. I got some grates out here to set when they're all done. I'm gonna try a few, put a couple in here. Fry these up. I want them golden brown. I'll do 3 at a time here. Let's see what happens. I probably could have waited a little bit for the oil to fry up a little bit more. I was just afraid because it was popping like crazy over here. So we'll let it sit here for a minute. I turned it up on high. Maybe I'll speed it up a little bit. And check the temp to see what the temp is over here. Running oil. Well, it was like at 223 and climbing. Looks like we want to have thicker donuts. They're puffing up a little bit, but not a lot. So I might keep these thick ones over here and redo these thin ones over here. Mix it in with the dough and redo these thin ones and cook these thick ones up. I'll bring the donut holes over here and we'll do those, fry those. And I'll just roll them out, more out. Whoa! The thicker ones look like they're better. So we'll go with thick ones. Like a real donut. I don't know if you can see, but the thicker ones are a lot better. They're puffing up a little bit. But I do like the size of the thicker ones. I'll put some donut. Those are kind of golden brown there. I'll take those out and put them right here. Let this one cook a little bit because it's thicker, and I'll put some donut holes in there. All the donut holes in here. Check to see if these are cooked on the inside. Sometimes it's not cooked. It looks like it is cooked, so we're good. We're good to go. I can taste this. I'll taste it. See what it tastes like. Wow. Put in a glaze on those. Those will be really good. Let's give these a turn. These are donut holes. I'm not sure if you... I like the size of the big ones too. They're kind of big and beefy. The small ones are good too because they puffed up. They taste really good. So here are all our donut holes. Donut bites, I would call them. Get them all out here. Under the oil. Flip. Put a couple more in. So our donut is pretty good. I'm over here eating it plain with nothing on it. It tastes pretty good. It would even be better if it had a glaze on it. What you guys think? Do you like the thinner ones or the thicker ones? You tell me what you think. said a ½ inch, so a ½ inch probably would have been that one, this size, because it thickened up. You can also bake these, but frying them is like a real donut kind of thing. Be patient on me. I will finish these off. Everything a little burnt. Finish them off. Make the rest. And I've showed you how to make a glaze the other day. So we will make the glaze and probably just glaze them. So I'm going to finish making them and frying them up, and we'll show you how many we got. Got the last batch cooking right here. So we're over here, I made the glaze, and we're going to glaze the top of these donuts. Just the tops, and put them in this pan over here. And still warm. I decided to just do the glaze instead of the cinnamon sugar. Three. Six. 9. 10. Oh, we got quite a bit here. I need to make another layer down there. I will get another layer of parchment and finish it up. Here is our last donut hole with some glaze on it. I'll give it a taste. Tastes even better with glaze. So here are our donuts. We've got 2 layers of them. We've got 9 on the bottom, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 donuts with a bunch of donut holes. So, I hope you enjoy making these donuts. See you on the next one.